This is Cavendish Dunes Land, which is a walking trail behind the sand dunes behind Cavendish Beach. Right next to the main entrance. Behind me is the bathrooms and the showers. This is Cavendish Beach. Standing at the end of the board.
So here we are with our Photofly Travel Club at the top of the Swiss Trail. This is our fearless leader, Brett. What's the name of this peak here?
We are on Sugarloaf Mountain,
Sugarloaf
which is in Boulder County, and the neighborhood up here is called Sugarloaf Estates. And one of the reasons we came up here today was it gives us great vistas of the plains and the Continental Divide normally. Today, unfortunately, it looks like we've got a lot of smoke in here as a result of forest fires from other states. But if we look up here off to the right, we'll see a tallest peak that we've kind of been using as a landmark all week long. That's called Longs Peak. It's in Rocky Mountain National Park. It's 14,256 feet high. It's the furthest north of the 54 peaks in Colorado that are 14,000 feet or higher. So as we pan over to the left from Longs Peak, there's Chief's Head and Pagoda Peak. We continue over, there's a basin up in there called Wild Basin. And then this big round-topped mountain on the far skyline is Mount Audubon, which is part of the Indian Peaks Wilderness Area. And most of the peaks of the Indian Peaks Wilderness Area are hidden by this ridge called Niwot Ridge in the foreground. That's where we were on Tuesday. And then we continue to the left and we get up into the 4th of July Hesse area of the Indian Peaks Wilderness Area, and the tallest peak on the left, with kind of a very dirty glacier down below it, that's North Arapahoe Peak and Arapahoe Glacier, which historically provided water to the city
At
of
the
Boulder.
island, we drove along South Beach to find a suitable camping spot. At last, we found a great location. Very little wind, so we thought. But what we didn't know is that every afternoon and evening the wind would pick up, becoming strong enough to make footprints disappear in 30 minutes. Well, what do you say, dude?
Peace, man.
Oh, my hat flew off! It flew over!
Strong wind.
Wow, this was exciting. I could age footprints based upon how much sand had blown over them and determine exactly when they were made. These. Perfect for swimming. The wind calmed down for a short while, and when I got back to camp, seagulls were investigating the area. Unfortunately, birds have learned to associate people with food and have lost their fear of human beings. Feeding wildlife is prohibited on the island.